As they release One More Time, this is our first listen review to Blink-182's latest album and the return of Mark, Tom and Travis. Familiar but somehow different. That is the feeling that greets the listener as they first hit play on One More Time, the 9th studio album by Blink-182. It is familiar, of course, largely because it marks their first full-length release with Tom DeLonge since 2011. His dueling vocals with Mark Hoppus, all backed by drum powerhouse Travis Barker, providing a comfort blanket, throwing you back to another era. Opening track Anthem Part 3 takes that one step further, channeling the previous installment heard on Take Off Your Pants and Jacket, yet something has changed. The familiar and iconic opening riff has been twisted, made brighter, more hopeful, as if emerging from the other side of a period of darkness. This in many ways sums up the record as a whole. This is Blink-182 stronger than ever, taking all the elements of their storied career that you have loved over the years and twisting them into new shapes and sizes across 17 tracks. Recent single Dance With Me follows, a clear successor to the fun, energetic sounds of First Date or The Rock Show, complete with a sing-along chorus that has already been delighting arenas. Other recent singles, Fell in Love, More Than You Know, and that initial comeback track Edging all continue with this sense of glee, a party to celebrate the return of the Mark, Tom and Travis show. Terrified, meanwhile, brings in some of Untitled's emo and post-hardcore influences, while the Turn This Off interlude is drenched in the kind of humour and banter synonymous with the Enema of the State era. Yet, ever pushing forward, the trio do make moves into new musical territory too, with the appropriately titled Blink Wave bringing 1980s synths into the mix. With the DeLonge-led chant chorus mirrored by the keyboards over driving guitars, it almost acts as a sonic midpoint between Blink and Angels and Airwaves, thanks in part to the glossy production skills of Aaron Rubin. But the standout moments truly arrive when they address their journey head-on, whether on the honest and sincere title track, complete with rare backing vocals from Barker, or on You Don't Know What You've Got, a Hoppus-led ballad in the vein of Adam's song, clearly documenting the health journey he has been on over the last few years as he refuses to be stuck in life's waiting room. Mark addressed this time in his life on stage in London recently, saying, "There were days where I felt like I was dying and days where I felt like I wanted to die. There were times where I didn't know if I was going to be on stage again. The doctors cured my cancer, but I still felt really shitty and empty inside. This album, this tour, and all of you saved my life." That pain and newfound sense of gratitude seep through the lyrics and makes this song all the more heartbreaking and hopeful in equal measure. Elsewhere, When We Were Young, which surely must get its live debut when they headline the festival of the same name later this month, looks back misty-eyed on young love, while the closing track Childhood asks simply, where did our childhood go? It brings to mind what DeLonge himself said to Rock Sound back in 2021 on why Blink continues to connect with generations of fans.
I think the people connected to the reality of what we were, which was the whole package was we all came from really disturbing broken families. I got kicked out of high school and fucking there's domestic abuse, and then there was like fucking all the broken family shit and gangs and fucking Nazi skinheads fighting anti-Nazi skinheads and us trying to navigate that, you know, and at least myself. And I think like people look at, so our escape was like really fast music because we're fucking pissed, but really funny and fucked up and offensive because we're like, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, you know, like, and that was, so the whole thing was like nursery rhymes on meth because we just wanted to redo our childhood, you know, with a bit of rebellion and a bit of like, you're the painter. You're not like viewing what someone else is painting for you. You can paint your own fucking picture of life.
The very essence of the band lies in this origin story, and in staying true to these initial aims and beginnings even now, they have rediscovered just what makes the band so special. In the months since it was initially announced, DeLonge has been quoted as saying that it would be the band's best album yet. While fans will always have their own personal favourites that they hold close to their heart, it is fair to say that One More Time is a pretty perfect encapsulation of everything the band has been up to this point. As Mark sings on Childhood, why is everyone afraid to be themselves, not imitate? In One More Time, they can proudly declare that they have produced the most quintessentially Blink-182 album that they have ever made. One More Time is out now via Columbia Records, and the band will headline When We Were Young Festival in Las Vegas on October 21st and 22nd. I've been James Wilson Taylor, and this has been your Rock Sound News Update.